As a brain doctor with over 3 decades of experience treating seniors, I've seen many surprises in the world of neurology. But this one still stuns me. There's a vegetable, a common one, eaten in homes across the country, that may quietly increase your risk of stroke overnight. Harold was the picture of health. He didn't smoke, he walked daily, he kept his weight under control, and his blood pressure and cholesterol were excellent. He even brought a bottle to the hospital. But what Harold and many others didn't know is that celery is one of the highest sources of natural oxalates and nitrates. On the surface, that may not sound dangerous, but in older adults, it can set off a chain reaction that silently harms the brain. For someone in their 20s or 30s, this usually isn't a problem. Another patient, Linda, age 72, started a raw veggie cleanse, blending celery, spinach, and beets daily. She came to me complaining of sudden memory lapses, headaches, and occasional numbness in her hands. If you've been eating celery occasionally, you're probably fine. Berries, especially blueberries, are packed with flavonoids that protect blood vessels. Omega-3-rich foods like wild salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts help reduce inflammation in the brain's tiny arteries. And don't forget, hydration thickens the blood, making clots more likely. Rotate your greens, steam your veggies. Listen to your body, and talk to your doctor if you've experienced memory lapses, frequent headaches, or sudden numbness or weakness. If this message helped you or someone you love, please consider subscribing for more trusted advice. Every week, we dive deep into the surprising foods, habits, and hidden dangers that could affect your health and what to do instead. These can be early warning signs of small vessel damage in the brain. And remember, every choice you make can either support your brain or slowly harm it. You have more power than you think. And with the right knowledge, you can protect your most precious gift to your mind. Seniors should sip water throughout the day, especially in warmer weather. The danger comes from daily high-quantity consumption, especially in juices and raw salads. After the stroke, he changed his diet, added safer vegetables, started taking a gentle magnesium supplement to relax blood vessels, and enrolled in a physical therapy program. His speech returned, his memory improved, and he's walking again with his dog. But he had to learn the hard way that even so-called healthy habits can backfire if we're not paying attention to how our bodies change with age. Second, focus on brain-friendly vegetables that are low in oxalates and support vascular health. As a doctor who's seen the devastating effects of strokes on seniors and their families, I believe you deserve the truth. You deserve to know that your morning juice could be a silent risk. You deserve to have real guidance on what's truly brain-friendly after 60, and you deserve the tools to stay sharp, strong, and independent for as long as possible. These include steamed broccoli, zucchini, carrots, and cauliflower. Cooked vegetables tend to have lower oxalate content than raw ones, and steaming reduces their impact even further. Nutrition changes as we age. What worked at 30 may not be right at 70. Your brain, your heart, and your circulation are more delicate now, but that means they're also more responsive to the right care. With just a few simple shifts in your diet, you can dramatically reduce your stroke risk and improve your memory, clarity, and energy in the process. Add healthy fats like olive oil to help absorb the antioxidants. Her blood work revealed elevated oxalate levels, and a scan showed early signs of vascular inflammation. When we removed the high oxalate vegetables from her diet and replaced them with safer options, her symptoms began to improve. She hadn't had a stroke yet, but she was certainly heading in that direction. The body's detox systems are stronger. But after age 60, those systems weaken. The blood-brain barrier becomes more fragile. And the risk of inflammation in the microcirculation, the tiniest vessels in your brain, increases. This makes seniors far more vulnerable to vascular damage, even from foods that seem clean or natural. But his MRI revealed something we didn't expect. He had suffered a silent ischemic stroke, a type of stroke caused by a blockage in a small blood vessel deep within the brain. But when consumed in excess, especially by older adults, they can contribute to calcium oxalate buildup in the body, For younger people, or in moderation, it may have benefits. But for seniors, especially those with kidney issues, a history of high blood pressure or poor circulation can quietly raise the risk of a stroke. The worst part is that it's promoted as a miracle vegetable. You see it in juice cleanses, weight loss plans, and anti-inflammatory diets. But nobody tells you about the hidden risks, especially for aging brains. These crystals can form in the kidneys, but also within the delicate walls of blood vessels. Over time, this can lead to stiffening and narrowing of small arteries, especially the ones that supply the brain. If those arteries become blocked, even temporarily, brain cells can die, leading to cognitive problems, dizziness, balance issues, and eventually, stroke. The scary part? Harold had no obvious warning signs. His life changed in an instant. That's when I began asking deeper questions about his lifestyle, his sleep, his stress, and especially his diet. I know how shocking that sounds. After all, we're told to eat our vegetables to stay healthy. But what if one of them, under certain conditions, was doing the opposite? What if something in your salad, soup, or juice was slowly damaging the tiny blood vessels in your brain, leading to silent strokes, memory loss, and even sudden collapse? I first noticed this pattern when one of my patients, a 68-year-old man named Harold, was rushed to the hospital after collapsing during a morning walk with his dog. Harold was doing something many health-conscious seniors do. He had been drinking celery juice every day, thinking it would help with inflammation and blood pressure. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plant-based foods. But that's not all. Celery is also packed with nitrates, which can convert into nitrites and then into nitrosomins, compounds that have been linked to oxidative stress and inflammation. I've seen this story repeat more than once. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying celery is poison. You may be wondering, what should I do instead? First, don't panic. Third, prioritize foods that actively reduce stroke risk. Avocados are rich in potassium and healthy fats that support blood flow. Harold's story had a hopeful ending. I share this not to scare you, but to protect you. If you're over 60, please be cautious about high oxalate vegetables like celery, spinach, beets, and Swiss chard, especially if you're juicing or eating them raw. Most importantly, don't fall for the myth that all vegetables are safe in all quantities. This is why I created this channel, to help you navigate the confusing world of senior health with clarity, compassion, and real science. So today, take one small step. Look in your fridge. Check your juice habits. Rethink the way you eat vegetables. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.